Currency.com/careers to learn more.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Winter is just around the corner. Is your vehicle ready? Don't get left out in the cold. At A1 Automotive, we prep your car for whatever winter throws your way here in Nebraska. For battery checks, to brake inspections, tires, heaters, whatever your car needs to keep you and your family safe on the road, we've got you covered. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Husker Nation, conference play is here for Husker women's hoops, and we need your help. The Huskers had one of their best starts ever, completing non-conference play with a perfect 12-0 record. But Big Ten play will be a challenge, and they need to hear Husker Nation in the stands for every basket, steal, and each and every win. The road to March starts now, so don't wait. Head to huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat for some unforgettable matchups in PBA. Go Big Red.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
January is your reset button. This January 10th, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping in Lincoln is kicking off our 10-week challenge. We combine high-energy kickboxing, powerful strength training, and simple, proven nutrition to deliver real results in just 10 weeks. For a limited time, get $150 off when you enroll today. No gimmicks, just coaching, accountability, and a community that pushes you to win. Spots are limited, so don't wait. Visit fxblincoln.com and start your strongest year yet at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. 2 locations, South 40th and Yankee Hill, North 70th and Vine. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, changing lives 10 weeks at a time.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine. It'll be breezy and mild, with an afternoon high near 58. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds. Overnight low around 33. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return with a light breeze and warm temperatures, a high near 61. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation. Here is your host, Derek Pearson.
Tuesday. Oh, you deserve it, Husker Nation. You deserve to boom. Boom yourself. Just go ahead and boom, wherever you are. Wherever you are. Hey, Bach, practice your boom. Let's go. Bach, give me a boom.
Boom.
There we go. There we go. It is 11:15, late start to the hour. Shout out to Tom Arnold. Coming to Nebraska. He'll be in Norfolk 16th, 17th. 2 shows each night, and then he'll be here at the Howler Comedy Club. Beer House Comedy is what I have to resist myself from saying in the basement. If you haven't been there, Bach, you need to get over there. Pretty cool space. Holds up, what is it, like 140, 150? And then there's a speakeasy next to it. That's pretty cool. It's a really cool spot to hang out. And then of course, Beer House above. So we appreciate him coming on and sharing stories. And I would guarantee you this will not be the last time we hear from Tom Arnold here on The Ticket. So greatly appreciate it. 402-464-5685, the Sartor Hammond text line. Want to be a part of what we're doing? Hit us up. And then all the video streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo Channel 961, and download the Ticket app. Do it. Bach, how the heck are you on a Tuesday?
I'm doing pretty well. Nebraska basketball keeps winning. That was fun last night. So that keeps going. And the soap opera that is Nebraska football at least keeps me interested. So that's going on.
What I mean, this is interesting to me. Because I don't know that anything, you know how messed up things have to be to outshine or take the shine off of a 15-0 basketball start. You understand that we could have said 3 months ago, Nebraska basketball will be 15-0, ranked number 10 in the country, and with an arrow moving up. Would anything be able to ruin your mood? You're like, no, because there are people, they're literally basketball fans, Nebraska basketball fans, who have been waiting their entire lives for this. Like, unless you were around in 1966, you had not experienced anything like this when it comes to Husker basketball. And yet, literally moments after celebrating a big-time road basketball win, Husker fans are dealing with social media and the story that a quarterback who committed to Nebraska then flipped and decided to choose. First of all, okay, Bach, it's one thing to have somebody choose to date you, right? They go through the dating pool. And you're like, you know what, Bach, you're my guy. You're my guy, Bach. You're my guy. You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy. And then you're celebrating. You're out with the fellas, glass raised. Cheers to us doing this together. And then she says, hey, Bach, remember what I said? Not really. Not so much. And I'm choosing Kentucky. And not for basketball. If Kentucky basketball flipped a Husker basketball player, I could start to relate. But Really? You're going to the place where Tim Couch and Lawrenson are the two like that? That's what we're shooting at?
It's been a long time since they've been around.
Is that what? That's the quarterback you're going to? That's the quarterback brand you want. Kentucky. Not Louisville. Not Louisville, who produced some dudes. Kentucky.
Brand new coach. Coming off a 5-7 season.
I'm trying to understand. Florida signs Georgia Tech transfer, so Philo go makes the move. Quarterbacks are moving, and it's twofold. Bach. First part is TJ. I thought we were told TJ Lateef was the guy. Am I wrong in that?
I mean, I think they had to say what you want to say leading into games that he was going to start.
Hey, Bach, you know what you don't have to say?
What's that?
Something that's not true.
Well, I mean, I don't know if they came out and said he's like the starter next year or anything, like it's locked in. So, I mean, right. I thought with Kenny Minchey, that's more of a, okay, come in and compete, which is fine. I mean, you got to do your evaluations along the way, too. I mean, in my mind, I don't know. I wouldn't feel completely comfortable if TJ Lateef. I don't think he's earned the starting spot, right? I mean, I think he's earned the right to play for it.
So that means there's no starter currently in the quarterback room at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. If Lateef hasn't earned, he just led you in a bowl game. He got you a win on the road in the Big Ten against UCLA. If he hasn't won the spot, then you do. Not only do you not have a starter, you don't have a. I mean, we're not talking about a lot of depth in that room.
He's the only scholarship quarterback.
Right. So what do we and Bach in a laundry list, if I asked you to list priority one, again, you're now general manager Bach. What is the first thing that you would want to fix about Husker football?
The line play.
The line.
Yeah.
The line. Every Husker fan that I know wants this to look like, you know what? We're rock solid up front on both sides of the ball. Because then whoever you put behind it has a chance to succeed, especially playing Big Ten football. Right? We understand cold weather, October, November, being able to run the ball, control the clock, take some of the pressure off your quarterback, all of those things. Why is that not reaching the powers that be?
Well, I mean, they're trying. I mean, they're going after it. They're getting. They just picked up Tree Babalade. Maybe I said that wrong. I'm gonna try to Babalade. I think is how you say it. But from DeMatha, by the way. So you like those guys in the front line?
I've said there are some really good offensive linemen at the Catholic schools in the District of Columbia. I happen to know quite a few of them. If they would like to know some. There's a 300-pounder, an all-stater at my alma mater that would love to wear the scarlet and cream. Next to him, a 290-pound left guard, Bach, with a 4.0 GPA, both of them. You know, could get in academically, won't cause no problems, you know. But, you know, you got to ask. That's them's the rules.
But, I mean, if you have one scholarship quarterback, yes, you're going to need to get these other things, but you better get a few guys in the room, right?
We know that.
Yeah.
We know that. Like, I'm trying to understand what the need is. And it is the thing. Like the Texas Bone says, you know, Nebraska needs to swing big with Sam Leavitt. Who said Sam Leavitt wants to come to Nebraska for any amount of money?
He appears to be, he visited Kentucky. He appears to be open to the idea of the highest bidder, but he's also visiting LSU, and they're going to be competitive.
Do Nebraska fans want a player that is only coming here because Nebraska is the highest bidder? What do Nebraska fans say about love of the game and love being a Husker, and it needs to matter more?
Well, yeah, they can say that all they want. It's going to be a tough sell in this era, I think.
But that's
because
how
you're going to have
got here. Moving. You got a guy that only wants to come here because it was the most money. And then look at you, high and dry, with no starting quarterback in your room. You have a barren room.
Well, you had to fire the offensive line coach, the offensive coordinator along the way. I mean, you didn't necessarily take care of him all the best.
So you do realize that if Sam Levitt's looking at a new place, and he's going to look at the receivers and the offensive line and the running back. He's going to look and see.
Again, I agree with you. I mean, if you're talking Sorsby, like the other big names in the portal, you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm just saying Levitt is entertaining, or did entertain Kentucky, at least leading me to believe he might be. Everybody's got their own reasons, right? He might be a highest bidder type of guy. I don't think Nebraska should go. I don't think that's the move. To your point earlier, I don't think that dumping a bunch of money on Sam Levitt, who's might be the best available, but doesn't guarantee you anything into the future. I wouldn't pay top dollar for
Would
him.
he excite you?
Oh yeah.
Sam Levitt would excite you.
Oh yeah.
What other quarterbacks who could be available, might be available, would get you excited and go, okay, now we're cooking?
Well, again, I think it's the guys that have chosen to go into better places. The Josh Hoovers, the Indianas, the Brendan Sorsbys at Texas Tech. So I mean, I think that's about the list. And there's only going to be a few schools across the country that are going to pick out those top guys. And from there, you're going to try to evaluate, group of 5 guys moving up, that sort of thing, or kind of take second chances, which is Nebraska is kind of on that path as we see it now. It appears that they're going after or looking at an Aiden Childs, DJ Lagway, Bo Pribula, Anthony Calandria. And those are fine. They don't necessarily move the needle a whole lot.
DJ Lagway doesn't move the needle for you?
DJ Lagway is it's kind of like, I don't know. I mean, it's fine. He's quite an athlete. Florida went in, their new coach came in, and Lagway wanted to go back, and they said, no, thank you. So he hasn't lived up to, he's kind of similar to Dylan, but hasn't played as well as Dylan.
Oh, man.
As far as expectation.
Yeah. How many quarterbacks have better numbers than Dylan are available right now?
That's the problem. The problem as I look at it is that when you put down that list, if you add Dylan in there, I go, well, let's go get Dylan.
Let's go get Dylan. Let's go get Dylan. That seems to be the answer. And then you got to say, well, how much?
Yeah.
Like you left. Do we have to pay you more now or less?
I don't know. And you wonder just how all this is interconnecting, right? Did they feel like they could let Rila go because they had Minchie coming in? I mean, so, and now the Minchie thing might kind of double sting you there. Not sure, but it just does not look like in great hands. Now, the one thing that we will say is TJ Lateef is still in play, right? And that's always kind of something that you can fall back on. He's, again, I don't think he earned the starting job, but you could pass, you could start him. It wouldn't be, we've seen it. Wouldn't be awful, but he didn't necessarily change. I mean, more often than not, Nebraska got blown out in the games he played.
That is really frightening that there's one quarterback and the guy who's played the last 4 games is not your starter.
Well, he is, but again, your last 3 or 4 games got blown out.
No, I mean, but you beat UCLA with him.
Okay,
you went on the road and got a Big Ten win. There are a lot of quarterbacks in Nebraska that didn't go on the road and get a Big Ten win in October.
You won some game with Heinrich Harburg at quarterback too. That didn't mean he was your future plan.
Did they?
They did.
Who did they beat?
Go back and look. It was like 5-3 as a starter
on the road. On the road in the Big Ten. Okay. Boy. Am I blue?
The great quarterback year of 2023.
The great quarterback pool. The great quarterback room of 2020.
So I believe they went down the road and beat Illinois that year.
Oh, God. Oh, golly. Jeez, Bach, what are we doing? Okay, we'll go to break. We'll come back. We'll set the time. First, we're going to celebrate Husker basketball. Let's do that. And then we will give a shout out to some of the other Husker programs that have home games and meets and matches this week for y'all to get out and support. Some of them are free, won't cost you a dime to go see. We'll be right back.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country. with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations. Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships, one with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the top-selling Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to help blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide smooth energy so you can cruise through the day. Home of free samples and better than internet pricing, Epic Effects can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Husker Nation, conference play is here for Husker women's hoops, and we need your help. The Huskers had one of their best starts ever, completing non-conference play with a perfect 12-0 record. But Big Ten play will be a challenge, and they need to hear Husker Nation in the stands for every basket, steal, and each and every win. The road to March starts now, so don't wait. Head to huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat for some unforgettable matchups in PBA. Go Big Red. Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in December, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep the clubs out year-round. Book your holiday parties at Double Eagle Golf and make plans to join them for a New Year's Eve party. Gift cards make a great stocking stuffer for Christmas, and don't forget to look ahead to 2026 as spring leagues begin in February. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, Bach, let's go back one. If you don't mind, kind sir, we need to pay some bills. So, Bach, if you would please, sir, pay the bills. Pay the bills.
Yeah, today's show is sponsored by Hamilton Telecommunications, bringing the latest quality technology and communication services since 1901. Whether it's residential or business, Hamilton has the answers. Visit hamiltontel.com for more info today.
Thank you, kind sir. Greatly appreciate it. Text line, we're gonna go down a path here. We're gonna talk basketball, but at some point, I mean, we got a full day. We're only gonna be on 18 hours a day, so I think we'll cover everything we need to cover. But it struck me that we're trying to go with what, as Stephen R. Sipple likes to say, what we know versus what we think we know. And we're trying to figure out, what do we know about players who we think are returning to Husker football? And if a game was being played Friday, who would be favored, or maybe we project into the space? So we brought in Austin Orman as well. And kind sir, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for the invite. I appreciate it.
If we said offensively that, we got a phone call, right? And they said, listen, Nebraska, Oregon can't make the game, so we need you to posse up and fill in. Who would be the starters on offense based on what we know versus what we think we know? Now, we only know what we know. We don't know what we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But from what we know, existing players and consideration, in your mind, Austin Orman, and text line, you can play along with us at home. Get your pad and pencil out. Austin, quarterback position.
TJ Lateef.
Is there a
Bodie Sukup?
Is there a backup?
Like I said, TJ Lateef or Bodie Sukup. I don't think there's a backup.
There's an echo in that quarterback room.
Hello.
There's an echo in that.
Is there anybody there?
And they go, no. Running back room.
I think Mekhi Nelson probably gets the nod.
Okay.
I would lean that direction, not just based off bowl game performance, but I think they're still trying to figure out what to do with Mosey, and I think Ives is just going to have another soft tissue injury of some sort again. Like, the dude just can't stay healthy and get on the field consistently. So I think Mekhi Nelson wins the battle of attrition.
We're basing this on what we know, and listen, until he gives us something else to digest, we can only consume what we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
So, not a fault. Receiver position.
I feel confident about one of those spots, and that's an Isaiah Hunter.
Okay.
I am still not 100% convinced Ja'Cory Barney's on the roster next year. If he's around, he's a starter. Mm-hmm. And then it's a bunch of we'll see. I think as we were discussing it, we probably would see Quinn Clark right now. If, like in your example, Nebraska's filling in the college football playoff, almost assuredly it would be Quinn Clark.
Yeah.
Maybe there's room for Cortez Mills. Maybe there's room for Jeremiah Jones potentially. And those are the guys that are on the roster. So I think that's where Nebraska would be. So I'd go Hunter, Clark, and Barney right now.
What are we doing with Carter Nelson?
Right now, I think he's tied in 2.
Tied in 2.
Yeah.
So he and Luke are 1A and 1.
Also, potentially would get Janarian Bonner back. It wouldn't be today, right? But
right
for next season.
Yeah. Would he? But you got to start him in the slot over Barney then. Would you do that?
Or tight end 2? Fullback / H-back.
Nelson played more in the bowl game than I remember him playing in the regular season. I think the month off was good for him.
Did they get him the ball?
They did not get him the ball.
Remember last year all the hype about Carter Nelson? I kept telling
year
people
before that?
chill. I kept telling people to chill, and they were like, "No, he's." I was like, "Oh man, come on, man."
He had a big block that sprung open that Nelson run. There were very few.
Carter Nelson blocking tight end is exactly what we all
Yeah,
did.
Look at Bach. Look at Bach coming through. Look at Bach coming through for
promised.
Carter Nelson, man. Carter Nelson's gonna hug you later on for coming through. Offensive line.
This is probably the most settled position on the team after today's news. You'll start Pritchett at left tackle, Justin Evans at center. I think Brendan Black. Sorry, Nick and I were talking about Brandon Baker.
Brandon Baker would be nice, yeah.
Target, right. But Brendan Black at right guard, and then presumed Tree Babalade, the new commit for Nebraska, over there at right tackle. So I think that you're still grasping for a left guard at this point. Maybe Gatula slides inside. Maybe Sam Sledge is ready at guard. I think Gibson Pyle is the inside guy as well. So I think probably 3-man competition there. But I would say the offensive line is probably the most settled position on the team outside maybe tight end at this point. I said settled, not best. To be fair. Don't put words in my mouth, text line.
What is the personality of that group of players?
We haven't seen them. We don't know, right?
Right? I mean, is this
DVD?
run first? Is this a run first unit? Is this a pass first unit?
Is it up to that unit, or is it up to the offensive coordinator to do what the head coach tells him to do?
What does the Dana Holgerson offense look like?
We're still waiting.
Remember, I'm just asking questions. So Bach, what do you think of that offensive group, sir?
Well, I mean, you got some other, Grant Briggs, Brock Knutson, those guys are gonna fit in there and try to compete. I mean, it is kind of what the Nebraska offensive line has been for a long time. It's not spectacular. It's there. And it's got some upside though. I mean, I would say, Elijah Pritchett, we'd see if he could become, and Nebraska's had a few lines with that, right? The Cam Jurgens of the world. You've had some guys shine through, but it's a starting place, like kind of like what Austin's saying. It's there. It's at least, hopefully they can do a little bit more in the portal to get a few more additions to compete and maybe get a little bit better of an offensive line out of it.
We have 5 minutes. Let's jump to the other side of the ball.
Up front on the defensive line is probably the most unsettled part of the team.
Austin Orman, don't do that to people's stomach right before lunch.
I got to do it. We're in the business of telling the truth, are we not?
Yes, we are.
I think at this point you would be pretty settled with Lenhart on the outside and Williams Nwaneri on the other side of him in some form or fashion. And then it's a bunch of who the heck knows there in the middle. I mean, if you had to make me Sharpie or, Expo marker some guys in, I would probably put Sua Lefotu and Gabe Moore right now.
Uh-huh.
You can tell how confident I am by my tone of voice.
Uh-huh.
So, again, I think there's a lot of competition there in the middle of that new 4-down front.
No RVP, huh?
Another guy I'm not convinced is on the roster. If he's here, you probably slide him in over Gabe Moore. But is Riley Van Poppel an inside guy or an outside guy? Kind of I think he's in that Keona Davis sort of realm where I think Nebraska used him inside. Maybe he's a little better outside. I don't know what his body looks like when it's at its best. But you know what, Bach, you raise a good point. I'll put Riley Van Poppel on the inside with a question mark for me. Linebacker Owen Chambliss committed. You paid him. He's familiar with the scheme. I think he's locked in. That second linebacker spot, though, might be the fiercest and most notable competition of camp if both guys stick around. Vincent Shavers and Dawson Merritt. I think you got two guys for one spot there. And Shavers has a lot of potential, as does Dawson Merritt. Haven't seen consistency from either one of those guys. Of course, Merritt was just a freshman. Shavers been good for a splash play or two here or there. But figuring out that other linebacker spot, I think, is another big deal for Nebraska.
Do we know what the secondary looks like, or is just?
I feel pretty good about the secondary.
Okay.
Andrew Marshall's going to have one corner spot. I think that they'll run Rex Guthrie back out there at one safety spot, and then the next three.
How do you feel about that, Austin?
I hope he's better as a sophomore. That's how I feel about it. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Then the other three spots, what they would do today and what I hope they do over the offseason are a couple different things. We saw in the bowl game, it was, some Jameer Khan at Nichols and inside, especially when Sierra Wright went out. You had Justin Rhett playing safety if it wasn't Marquise Buford or Rex Guthrie. Then you had Donovan Jones out on the perimeter corner as well. What I would do if I were Addison Williams, which I am not, if I were Rob Warwick, which I am not, I would replace Deshaun Singleton with Donovan Jones. I would move him to that kind of box safety rover type role, and then figure out what you have, whether it's at maybe Cons at nickel, or you can move him back to the outside. I don't know. But
who's the coordinator?
Rob Warwick.
What's his mantra? What do we know about his philosophy?
We don't know much about it right now. But I've been on the Donnie Jones to rover / box safety train for like a year and a half now. Maybe it's just my hobby horse, but I think there's an argument for it.
I'm open to anything at this moment. Anything that doesn't make me pound my forehead with my fist. Anything, Bach? Am I? What say you with that lineup of available talent? What say you? How do you feel about this?
Well, I don't think a whole lot better than what you feel about the last couple times we've seen it, right? I mean, I think that so far you're early in the transfer portal, at least as far as additions. Have filled up a few spots there on the offensive line. Obviously not at quarterback. We filled in somebody in there on the defense. But I think you feel like that feels kind of like you're a building year, not rebuilding, a building year. And so I think you're kind of stuck in 7-6 purgatory or less, right there, unless you can bring in some big time athletes, or here's an all idea. Maybe that you could develop some of these guys to become even better than what we see now and project now.
Who's going to develop? Hey, did we hire a development company?
Yeah, we need to go back to the old Nebraska way. Go hire guys in to teach guys how to tackle instead of the actual coaches that we hired to teach guys how to tackle.
If we want to go through special teams as well, I mean, Cunanan's back, Archie Wilson's back. Isaiah Mosey and Kenneth Williams, a kick returner, and Ja'Cory Barney returning punts.
Pretty good group there.
So Eckler's the highlight.
Again.
Eckler for the save.
Still.
Wearing a cape.
Yeah.
Good heavens.
Did Bach tell you how many yards per punt Archie Wilson averaged this year?
38?
39.
39.
Yeah.
But 43 against Utah. He's trending up.
And both legs.
And both legs. And both legs.
If people don't start listening to me when I tell you that I knew we were in trouble when you tell me that the biggest story was your punter. And hey, if those two kickers and those returners are the highlights and the most surefire bets of your roster, happy long winter, everybody. Enjoy
it's worked
it.
for Iowa.
Yeah.
Where they were at as a program, and we learned some things.
Yeah, but we don't have Kirk there.
Yeah.
We'll join the Austin. Thank you, kind sir.
Anytime.
Bach and I will close it up. Get you set for the big guy, Adam Carricker, in this space.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One on One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Husker Nation, conference play is here for Husker Women's Hoops, and we need your help. The Huskers had one of their best starts ever, completing non-conference play with a perfect 12-0 record. But Big Ten play will be a challenge, and they need to hear Husker Nation in the stands for every basket, steal, and each and every win. The road to March starts now, so don't wait. Head to huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat for some unforgettable matchups in PBA. Go Big Red.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the top-selling Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to help blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide smooth energy so you can cruise through the day. Home of free samples and better than internet pricing, Epic Effects can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Winter is just around the corner. Is your vehicle ready? Don't get left out in the cold. At A1 Automotive, we prep your car for whatever winter throws your way here in Nebraska. For battery checks, brake inspections, tires, heaters, whatever your car needs to keep you and your family safe on the road, we've got you covered. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine. It'll be breezy and mild. An afternoon high near 58. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds. Overnight low around 33. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return. The light breeze and warm temperatures. A high near 61. I'm meteorologist Kyle Kleckner for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Tired of your furnace running overtime this winter? Let Heartland of Nebraska Windows save the day. Upgrade to stunning, energy-saving triple-pane vinyl windows installed by their team of experts. Every window comes with a lifetime warranty on everything, all for a price you can actually afford. Free estimates, flawless replacements, and peace of mind from a family-owned business you can trust. Don't wait. Call Heartland of Nebraska Windows at 402-430-3852 or visit heartlandofnebraskawindows.com today.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Shout out to the fine folks from McKinney's and Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina. American Tacos for the win today. All right. American Tacos for the win. If you're pre-gaming, etc. Find yourself a way over to McKinney's or Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina. There's home tennis this weekend, men's and women's. I think the men play at 11 o'clock and the women at 7. There's wrestling this week. I think from this standpoint, I mean, the men are on the road. Bach, what's the headline? If I asked you how is Nebraska basketball 15-0? What would you say?
Boy, that's a good question. It's because it's just a lot of pieces that are working well together. I mean, I think I would say like a system where everybody knows their role, everybody plays their role. There's enough, obviously, threat from the outside. The defense is spectacular. And they've got guys that can get their own bucket, get to their hoop. We're seeing that more and more out of Braden Frager. I mean, you've got bigs to compete with the Big Ten. It's just a well put together roster where the roles are defined.
Have we found the happy place? Are they playing Big Ten basketball, or are they playing a different version of Husker basketball, and everybody else just hasn't caught up yet?
I think it's a little bit of a throwback to a little bit of some of the Iowa State teams that Fred Hoiberg had. So I mean, Big Ten basketball, you kind of traditionally think of the Zach Edey's of the world, just kind of the Atlanta Monsters, right? The Giants, the Kofi Coburns. I mean, it's been this way for a long time here in the Big Ten. So I don't know if I would say that it's the exact definition or play style that I would think of Big Ten basketball, but it's enough of it, right? Because you have to have the bigs to compete when you go up against them. And Nebraska also is kind of the 5-out, spread the floor type of deal as well. So I wouldn't say it's on brand for the Big Ten, but it's a style that's going to work as long as pretty much anywhere. It's kind of more modern day, I suppose.
If I asked you if Rink Mass was all Big Ten, what would you say?
I would say, especially at this point, it'd be hard to argue. I mean, his team's undefeated. He's leading the team in scoring, even on some of his off nights. And he's had a few against kind of the lower level opponents, and I don't want to call them completely off nights, but he's allowed others to shine and kind of grow in that. So, not everything can be seen through stats, but last night certainly was a night. He wasn't necessarily, as opposed to the first half against Michigan State, he wasn't draining everything. But when they needed him most, they went to him, and he helped them pay it off with a few big buckets. So the way that it kind of just opens up the movement, kind of is able to get more than 3 assists a game. I mean, I think it's hard to argue.
How would you define his game? Does that translate to NBA basketball?
I don't think so all that well, just because of he doesn't jump off the floor a whole lot, right? He's not going to blow you away with athleticism. And I think there's times when that can kind of hold you back, I guess, especially when you're getting to the next level. But it doesn't always have to. I mean, you could be a great college player and not project to the pros. It doesn't have to be about that. In fact, it was bothering me in the Iowa game, Iowa football, when I was watching them beat Vanderbilt. There's all sorts of storylines going on there. The SEC, the Big Ten, Iowa, the only 4-loss team that's going to finish in the top 20 if they can pull off that victory over Diago. I mean, just so many stories. Yep. And the announcers kept going, this is going to be good for Iowa's quarterback, Mark Gronowski. This is going to be good for his NFL chances. And they kept bringing it up, and it's like, there's nobody out there watching this football game going, I'm really interested because of what this means for Mark Gronowski's NFL opportunities. So, I don't know. Maybe it can. But I think with a hyper athletic kind of league that the NBA is, it might be tough to break into it. But I mean, he certainly, I mean, George Niang's like another guy under Fred Hoiberg at Iowa State that has had a long career, and he might still be in the NBA. I got to go back and check. That isn't overwhelmingly athletic and in a similar style.
Yeah, this is a season with a lot of questions and getting a lot of answers. All right, Bach, what are you ready for the big guy?
I think we're ready.
Okay, and then it's Adam Carricker, and then Bach in the black shirt. And then a full Tuesday. All the way to midnight here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the top-selling Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to help blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide smooth energy so you can cruise through the day. Home of free samples and better than internet